My best friend uninvited me from her wedding after I refused to pay.
What if I'm broke, girl? Sorry.
I, 25 female, am part of a bridal party for a close friend whose wedding is coming up soon. A few months ago, the maid of honor planned a bachelorette party in another country. From the very beginning, I let them know I wouldn't be able to attend due to financial reasons. International travel and the associated costs just aren't in my budget right now. Everyone was understanding at the time. Also, I thought. By the way, this comes from throwaway 3950147. NOP says? Okay, we can do that. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Angie.
I'm Carly.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we do. So let us know what you would do in the comments. And OP says, the bachelorette trip happened recently, and days after the group got back to the States, the maid of honor sent a message in the group chat, specifically one that included only the bridal party members who did not attend the trip, asking each of us to send $300 so the bride wouldn't have to pay her share of the trip.
And these are the ones that aren't going on the trip.
Yeah.
They're supposed to send $300 each.
The ones who presumably couldn't afford to go on the trip.
Yeah.
No, because if she could send $300, she would have gone on the trip.
Gone, yeah. But that makes me think, like, how much should each of these people spend on the bride's portion? Like, are they all actually splitting it, or are they just going to these people who didn't make it?
I think that's what they're doing. I never agreed to contribute financially to something I wasn't attending. And at no point before or during the planning did anyone say anything about splitting the bride's costs among people who weren't going. If they had, I would have made it clear that I couldn't afford that either. Now I'm feeling really weird about the whole thing. On one hand, I get that people want to treat the bride. And if I'd been a part of the trip, I might have chipped in with the others to cover some of her expenses. But to ask for that money after the fact from people who didn't even go feels unfair and borderline manipulative. I haven't responded to the message yet, and I don't want to cause drama, but I also feel like I shouldn't have to pay for something I didn't attend, especially when I was upfront from the beginning. So am I the a-hole for thinking it's unfair to ask me to pay $300 for a trip I didn't go on? And there is an update 3 months later, but what do you think?
I think no.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, definitely not. And we've read so many of these stories that I would not be surprised if it turns out that money wasn't even going to go to the bride in the first place. Like, that was just going to go to whatever bridesmaid is asking for this.
Yeah.
And it's just a
for
long
an ice sculpture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think you just text back and you say, hey, sorry, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
And then, yes, hey, sorry, wish
no.
I could help, but so as I couldn't afford the,
show
the
your
trip.
bank statement and it's like $2 in there.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry, buds. Couldn't go on the trip. Also can't pay for this. Would love to contribute maybe in planning something. That's about it. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Phrase it better than that. Sorry, buds. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Update 3 months later. I texted the bride telling her that due to financial issues, I would no longer be able to be a bridesmaid, but I wish her the best and would still love to be there for her and attend as a guest. I know, I should have at least called, but I also struggle with confrontation and social anxiety, so I prefer to do things over text so I have time to really think about what I'm going to say. But crap really hit the fan. She told me she's really hurt by my decision, and she felt that she deserved more than a text message. Valid. I agree with that.
Sure. Yeah.
And that she doesn't know where we go from here. Hindsight is 2020, so I asked if I could call her after I got out of work, to which she never responded. I tried reaching out a few more times, and she told me she didn't have time for this drama, which I took as she needed some space, so I decided to respect that. Her bridal shower came and went, and I did not attend because we haven't had any contact with each other since I dropped out of the bridal party. But the drama doesn't end there. Again, I think that you really should have called, which you seem to know, but you really should have done that.
It is weird, though, that she's just like, oh, I just don't have time for this drama, but it doesn't really seem like a lot of drama.
No, it's just like I can't be in your bridal party.
It's just like bummer conversation. It's
Yeah.
not like, oh, like I can't do this because of this and this and this. It's like it feels like it's only drama if you make it drama, and OP didn't.
No.
Doesn't seem like
I also, if I were the bride and I really wanted OP to be in it, I'd be like, hey, like let's talk about this. What
right?
can't you not afford? Like what can you not afford?
Yeah.
Because you're not going on the trip.
Yeah.
Was there something else? Is it the dress cost? And then OP would be like, well, no, they're asking $300.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like
And then
OPS should have called.
we're
but I
gonna
feel like
find
I
out that
would've-
it's a big old miscommunication because the
Well.
bride or the bridesmaid wanted, to go have a big trip in the mountains.
Turks and Caicos.
Yeah.
It's always Turks and Caicos.
Yeah.
You see, I like to make jokes that the bride is friends with everyone and their mom because she truly has a lot of friends. And I'm not even being dramatic. Basically, everyone I know has been invited to this wedding, including my own mom and my sisters and my brother and my cousins.
Oh my gosh.
But not me. I never got an invitation. That is crazy.
What's going on here?
That is pretty crazy.
That is very weird because if she's friends with everyone, she's
Yeah.
good friends with you, your whole family is going.
That's really strange
When
for
she's
you to be
your
like, I
friend?
can't afford to be your bridesmaid.
Yeah, and then she's just straight up like, I don't have time for this drama. I'm just
Yeah.
not going to invite you. I'm not going to talk to you about it.
That's
Like,
pretty insane.
I feel like we got to make the move and call her and get to the bottom of this.
I agree. I think OP, you need to like push past your, anxiety.
Mhm.
And if this is your friend, then you gotta push past that and call her.
Totally.
That's that. And how can I even apologize now when I'm being ghosted? Also, I'm not even sure if I want to reach out anymore because I don't feel like I need to beg for someone's friendship. It does make me sad that she threw away a 20-year friendship over this, though. And there are some relevant comments. Comment 1 says, based on the post you linked, I don't see how that was the reason to drop out of the wedding party. I would have felt blindsided as the bride, especially if I didn't know anyone asked you to pay for anything. I do agree with that.
Yeah, me too.
I think there has been a lot of kind of missteps on both ends.
Yeah.
And I think you both could have gone about this differently.
Yeah.
OP says, okay, I definitely posted a very watered down version of the story. But basically, I dropped out after the maid of honor told us that we're renting a huge house for the shower and we would have to set up for 3 days and that we needed to split everything equally to make sure it all works for the bride.
What are you guys doing for this 3-day?
Jeez.
What's
happening in that house?
What's going on?
That text came less than 24 hours after I said I was able to pitch in $100 for the bachelorette and not $300. So it kind of felt passive aggressive to me. Okay, so OP didn't just say, no, I'm not going to be a bridesmaid. She said, hey, I could do 100.
To the bride
To
or
the bridesmaid.
To the bridesmaid.
To the other
Okay,
brides, to the maid of honor, I think.
Yeah.
Who was like, hey, you're all doing 300. I think OP is saying now, she messaged, said I can do 100. And then,
bargaining.
yeah.
And then she said, no.
And then they said, oh, you're actually going to have to split all of this equally and do all this work. The house and balloons had us at a $2,000 tab already. How many balloons did you buy?
What?
Is this the house from Up?
Yeah, and also it's like, well, yeah, if you're renting a house for a bridal party and
For
you
3
need
days?
3 extra days to set up, why are you spending all that money on renting the house?
Literally. Just like hiring, I don't know, you could go through an event planning thing.
Yeah, how many rooms are people gonna go to in this bridal party? Is this like an escape room?
Yeah.
You have to like escape through each of these baby rooms.
And every time you get to the door, they say, pay us $100.
yeah. That's the real like quiz that you gotta solve.
And didn't include any drinks, food, decor, or party favors, so I was really nervous about the budget, and that's when I texted her. I did tell her I wasn't sure if she was aware that we were being asked to pay for everything, and I just couldn't swing it financially, and that's why I was pulling out. So OP did clarify to the bride.
Okay, that's good.
And then was uninvited completely from the wedding, which is wild.
Okay.
I also sent the text back in July, and the wedding is in November. I'm also hurt that one of the other bridesmaids told me she texted the bride and pulled out for financial reasons, and she didn't send any money for the bachelorette, and she's still invited. And the bride was extremely kind to her and said she understood.
I think a game is afoot. I believe that there's some
What?
sort of sabotage happening over here.
She even said that the other girl could just be there for her day of and not pay anything, and that it was offensive because I only threw in $100, which is basically nothing.
What the heck?
What?
Okay. Weird. My original theory was that, like, okay, bridesmaid over here, bachelorette, or maid of honor. There you go. Maid of honor is like, boo, you're poor, and then is like telling the bride something totally untrue of what she's doing or saying or whatever, and then just trying to make her look bad. But if the bride is responding that way with all that, like, I feel like maybe something's just up with the bride. I don't know,
understand. Man. This is strange. Comment 2 says, how did this bridesmaid go about telling the bride she couldn't do it? Based on information you've given, that has to be the reason the bride is still inviting her and not you. OP says, I'm not exactly sure what the text said, but I know she told her through a text, and then the bride called her, and that's when she said it was offensive that I only gave her $100 towards the bachelorette trip. So she told this other bridesmaid when she was saying, I can't do it because financial reasons. Yeah. She was like, yeah, no, don't even worry about paying anything. Yeah. Oh my God. OP tried to give me $100 though. Yeah. So rude. But you don't pay anything. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, what?
Honestly, I'm so glad that you didn't offer any money.
Yeah, right? Like, what?
So strange.
What is that?
What is going on? The bride did tell me a few months ago that she only asked her to be a bridesmaid because they used to be really close, but they haven't really been in touch lately. So I'm really not sure what is happening. And another person asks, when did the other bridesmaid drop out? OP says it was between 2 to 4 weeks after I pulled out, and also over a text message. I just don't know exactly what was said. Comment 3 says, your family is still going when she treats you like this? Why? OP says, my mom says I shouldn't be friends with her if she's just going to ghost me and just not send an invitation after I tried reaching out a few times, so she isn't going. Props to your mom. Cool mom. Mom said, I'm not going if you're not going.
Yeah, this is your friend, not mine.
My sisters have a relationship with the bride. They met through me, but they'll hang out with her on her own. So I feel like their relationship with her is separate from ours. And they say that they're thinking about it. But to be honest, I think they'll still go because they've had dinners with her since then. Traitors.
Wow, we know who the real ones are. That's mom.
My cousin also has a relationship with the bride, but feels I'm being treated unfairly, so she also isn't going. The bride is telling the bridesmaids that it was so easy for me to drop out of being her bridesmaid, so it's easy for... What? Sorry, this is a poorly written sentence. The bride is telling the bridesmaids that if it was so easy for me to drop out of being her bridesmaid, then it was easy to drop me as a friend. But it really wasn't.
What is that logic?
If she can't be my bridesmaid because she can't afford it, then she can't afford to be my friend.
Yeah,
that's what that sounds like.
Like, there must have been something else going on. Like, and none of my ideas right now are like justified.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I'm thinking like maybe if OP is closer to the bride than that other broke girl, then maybe there's more of an expectation of her being a part of it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
like maybe because they were closer, it hurt more.
Yeah, and even then, it's like I feel like you should still understand for sure. Yeah, but yeah, I wonder like if there have been other problems like this, like if she has already been feeling like OP has been letting her down in other ways somehow and just hasn't voiced it, which is still she's in the wrong for not voicing it literally. Yeah. So I don't know.
And inviting OP's entire family.
Yeah, right? Like this can't be, there's gotta be something else going on.
I stressed so much about sending the text in the first place, and once I realized my mistake, I tried to fix it. Another one of the comments said that she expected more from me because we're close compared to the other ex-bridesmaid. But on the flip side, don't I deserve to be heard out and not just ghosted if we were so close? I can't think of another time in the past 20 years,
oh my gosh,
that we've had anything bad happen between us. So that's why I feel like the entire friendship is being thrown away over this. But also now when I step back and look at everything I know about her, I'm not sure I should be surprised that she dropped me because she once got into an argument with her own sister and didn't talk to her for 4 years. And she missed her sister's wedding and the first 3 years of her niece's life. Wow. Wow.
What?
Wow.
What? Who is this woman?
She holds grudges like
Jeez.
nobody's business.
Oh,
Dang.
that's so annoying.
To be fair, though, I'm not 100% sure what it was about, but I know they were arguing about the family finances. All the kids help pay for their parents' home. This girl seems to get in a lot of arguments about finances. Seems like she expects... I'm assuming that we have, I'm just like literally making a crazy assumption here, but it feels like maybe sister with the kid was like, I can't afford to pay all this money for mom and dad's, home.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you should pay this exorbitant amount. And she's like, I got a kid. I can't pay that much.
Yeah.
That's my assumption of what happened.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
For sure.
Common Force says, does the bride actually know what the problem was? Because it seems like the financial pressure was coming from the maid of honor, so the bride might have no idea what happened behind the scenes. OP says, I don't know if she knew before I dropped out, but in the text I explained to her all of the things we were being told to pay for, and how there was no conversation about the budget. The maid of honor would just say, hey, this is what we're doing, and it costs X amount. And I just felt like that was unfair. Common 5 says, OP, I genuinely get financial constraints, but you dropped out via text and got upset that the bride wouldn't hear you out and now are mad that you're not invited to the wedding? You hurt your friend, and she doesn't want to consider you a friend anymore. That was a consequence of your decision. OP says, it just really hurts my feelings that 2 weeks after I did another bridesmaid's, that 2 weeks after I did it, another bridesmaid sent her a text pulling out for financial reasons, and the bride called her to ask her if she would be able to show up and wear the dress and not pay anything. Why am I getting treated differently? The other girl also didn't send anything, but I sent $100 for the bachelorette, and the bride told her that I was disrespectful for not paying the full $300, and I should have just not even bothered. And OP there's some more from OP, but really quick. Mm-hmm. I honestly don't agree with that commenter, because I think that if I have a lot of 20 years, I have a couple, not a lot, but I have 3 20-year friendships. And if I was upset at them, which I have been in the 20 years that we've been friends.
Sure.
And there have been times that they've sent texts that I've deemed as, or they deemed as rude, vice versa.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. And then we hashed it out.
Yeah.
Because we've been friends for 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't just end a friendship because of one text without a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that is what's so weird about it to me too, is like, yeah, I can understand being hurt by that. Like, if you were like, what, my BFF for 20 years just texted me that she can't be my bridesmaid. Like, that's upsetting. Like, I can understand that being upsetting, but yeah, if you had that long friendship, you don't have to like just let them make the move that like determines how your friendship works. Like, you can still respond in a way that you would like your friendship to be like, of just like communication and actually hashing it out, like you said.
Yeah. OP on making a mistake when sending a response via text to the bride. OP, I understood I made a mistake when I saw how she responded to my text. That's why I tried to call her afterwards. I was thinking I hurt her feelings, so she needed space, which I gave, but I feel the way she escalated it by not sending me an invitation is really mean when my entire family is invited. Is it wrong to think that since we were so close that I was even asked to be a bridesmaid, that I also deserved a chance to apologize? Or was me sending the text so bad I deserved to be cut off and for her to go full no contact? We both grew up with poor families and had to hustle our entire lives, so she's always been very conscious about finances. But suddenly it's go big or go home, and I just can't. I guess I'll just go home. OP on the friendship with the bride. OP says, that's how I feel. Like, if we were so close for me to even be a bridesmaid, wouldn't you at least hear me out and give me a chance to apologize? But you don't have to apologize if you're listening to full episodes of stories just like this. Because you can just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. And then no apology needed.
No,
you're already doing it.
Yeah.
There is a little bit left to this story. Any final thoughts?
I think we know what we need to do here.
Yeah.
Right? We're upset about how she's responding. She might have responded this way because she's upset about how you texted. You got to make your friendship move now. And if you want there to be open communication and all that kind of stuff, you got to just make it happen.
I agree.
Even if even if it's upsetting that the other person isn't doing that, that doesn't matter. You have to ignore that.
I think that you say, I mean, if you expected to get another chance because of your long friendship, then even though she's acting like an a-hole and has totally burned you in this scenario, I agree. I think that if you want there to be communication, push for that.
Yeah, you got to set the tone in your own friendship.
Yeah,
for sure.
But there is a little bit left. We also have the same group of friends, and she even hangs out with my family. So I'm not sure how to navigate this going forward because I'm definitely going to run into her at some point. Honestly, I think I would be less hurt if she had totally cussed me out or something, or told me I was uninvited instead of being ghosted and just not sent an invitation. At least I'd have some sort of closure. Truly, yeah, go get that closure, girl.
Yeah.
You don't have to be friends with her, after the fact if it really just doesn't, go the way that you want, but like try and have that conversation.
Yep, absolutely. And I really hope that you do that before the wedding happens.
Me too.
Get to the bottom of it.
Get to the bottom.
20 years too long to just throw away like that.
I agree. But that's the end of that story, and we've got another one coming up.
We sure
in a
do.
moment. Once I pull it up. But I think we have a donation.
We have a couple.
We have a couple
lovely.
donations.
Seconds.
Golly.
Let's see.
Woohoo.
Well, we have Purple Axolotl 2 gifted one night's membership. Thank you, Purple.
Thank you.
And then, okay, guys. So YouTube today, I don't know if you guys noticed, has made everybody's names their like handles instead of their names.
Oh.
So we may or may not know who these people are.
Everyone is.
So we have So I Know When to Duck sent $6.53. Shout out from the UK. It's after 11 p.m. here. Love the girls stream. You're the dream team. With a heart.
Thanks.
Girls stream,
Good
dream
stream.
team. Girls
Dream
stream, dream team.
That's what I always say.
That's what
I got that
always say.
tattooed on my ribs.
It's true.
Whoa.
We all have matching ones.
$1
Yeah.
tattoo.
$1
$1
tattoo.
each.
It's really small.
You
But it is
need
right
a
here.
little.
You might think it's a freckle.
It's not. It says Girls Stream Dream Team. You need a magnifying glass to see it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like a test in the like opto.
Yeah.
the
I
eye
just stand
doctor.
over there and I go,
Yeah.
can you read this?
We read like 7 lines, and then if they pass that, then they call you out.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, what am I supposed to look at here?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see it? You
Don't have
know what you're looking
2020.
Ooh, you
need
need
glasses.
glasses.
Yeah, all the names. I wonder if that's like an update or if a glitch. And Moss Brian Cat says,
know.
is this still the first story? We just finished the first story and now we are on the
yeah.
second. Isabella Peterson says, how long are you guys in Bali? It's my last day. Not everyone else's last day.
We have like probably 4 more days.
Really?
Counting today.
Because technically we leave Monday.
Yeah, we leave Monday.
I didn't know that.
So
I thought you just left on, I don't know. I thought you left Sunday.
we have Sunday to do something
One
fun.
more day to
that's nice.
Don't know what that
Yeah.
will be yet.
I leave tonight and I go to Australia for a week to visit my family with Sam. I'm so excited.
When was the last time you've been to Australia?
Last time I went to visit my family was when I was 18
Oh wow.
and I went alone.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Jeez. 6 years ago. And I went alone. And I spent a month there. Which was so fun.
That's
Just
nice.
a great trip.
Yeah.
And then Sam hasn't been for 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's been a long time for
It's
him.
been a while.
Yes, indeed. But here you go.
Thank you very much.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Calm down over there.
I'm sorry. I'm just getting fired up. Oh, I literally looked at my phone to see if my food was here, and it is.
And it is here? Oh.
Okay, but
Run away.
just put it on
Run
you.
away.
1 second.
Run.
Go.
Run. Go.
Yeah, I still have to order food, actually.
Yeah, that fully just reminded me that I have to order food.
Yeah, I feel like Riley probably ordered me food, but I have something in mind that I want. I had like an
What do you
acai
want?
bowl pretty much the other day, but it was with a
Ooh.
So it said a smoothie bowl, so it's basically just mango
Yeah.
smoothie with like stuff on top. But it was in a bowl. But it
Honestly,
was great.
that sounds great right
It was
now.
really good. They had like kiwi on it too, but the kiwi was so sour,
No.
so I couldn't even eat it all. But yeah, the strawberries also did not seem washed, so I was a little skeptical. But I ate them. I mean, they were good. My stomach didn't hurt afterwards, so that's a good
Well,
sign.
dang, you're good.
We're good.
I feel like at this point, if anyone's stomach hurts from food, that's just them.
that's just your
We've been
problem.
here too long. Get it
I know. We
together.
had 1 week to
Adjust your
acclimate.
bowels.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're good. I wonder if it's
Oh, I
gonna be
forgot.
weird going back. How our stomachs are gonna feel going back to all of our
Hopefully
fake
better.
American food.
I'm just wondering how long it'll take for my hair to go back.
Oh, yeah, my hair has
your
been,
hair's
like,
thriving
very-
out here.
Oh, thriving?
Your hair's
Think-
thriving?
No, your hair is thriving, isn't it? Isn't that what you said?
No, my hair's like dead at the bottom.
My
Oh,
it
hair's
just
also,
holds a,
like,
it just
been
holds
really
a curl
dry.
more.
Oh yeah.
I just need
Yeah.
a haircut.
I've just been washing it a lot more than I usually do. And
Maybe that's why.
yeah, maybe that's why.
I'm just excited for like my shower.
Having your same shower back.
Yeah.
Yeah, our shower is like Riley had a very like a positive perspective of it, of
Mhm.
that we're showering under a waterfall because
That's nice.
That's what
Not
it
a
feels like
smooth-
sometimes.
yeah, it's not a smooth straight of water at all. It's
Yeah.
just in fact this morning it just
Spout.
like shot out at one point. But that's okay because we're in it's a
But
waterfall.
that's
How
okay.
magical.
But you ready?
Yes, I
Let's do it.
am. Next
Okay.
story.
3, 2, 1.
My best friend confessed that he's in love with me after we accidentally made out.
I don't think any accidents have been happening.
James and I have been friends since 2nd grade. We've shared practically everything with each other. Been there for each other when no one else was. We tell each other I love you pretty often. He's
Okay.
my family.
Okay.
By the way, this comes from Throwaway Sasha. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. And I'm Angie.
I'm Sophia.
I'm Carly.
And we're here to give you good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We just know what we would do in the situation. So let us know what you would do in the comments. So, OP says, I don't drink much ever, and James had begged me to come with him to his friend's apartment for drinks and games. I decided to let loose. Bad move on my part, and I drank too much. He had a bit to drink as well, but not nearly as much. I saw I was warm and loopy. Oh no, he saw I was warm and loopy, so he took me out for some fresh air. Honestly, this bit is pretty fuzzy. I just remember laughing and going to kiss his cheek like I would my mother, but it didn't end that way. I missed and kind of hit the corner of his mouth, and he took that as an invitation to really kiss me. And we kind of made out.
Opie's like, and then I kissed him on the cheek, but it was
Yeah.
really his lips. And then he thought I was kissing him on the lips.
Yeah.
And so then we were kissing. And then I get.
Right. Then he told me that he loved me, and I told him I loved him too, because that's what we always say. But he responded with something like, no, like, I'm in love with you. And he throws his hair back and just a smolder at you. That's what it says. Just kidding, it's not. Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. And then I puked in a bush.
Oh. Oh.
I
That's
had read
unfortunate.
ahead and I was
Guys,
waiting for it.
This is totally like a rom-com. This is like a rom-com.
It
And
really is.
yeah, and then like the best friend confesses to the main girl. She pukes in a bush,
Oh my
and
god.
then like the next day, she's like, I don't remember anything. He's like, anything?
He's like, I remember it all, and he's just scarred by it. He's
Yeah.
like, told her I loved her, and she threw up.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
almost the plot of 10 Things I Hate About You, except he doesn't say that I love you in that moment when
Yeah.
she pukes.
Yeah, I've totally seen the movie. And
You've
anyway,
never seen 10 Things I Hate
I've
About
never
You?
seen it.
It
I
is
know.
Legitimately my one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Second favorite rom-com.
I just recently watched the 10 Ways to Lose a Guy or something like that.
Oh,
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
That one has too much secondhand embarrassment for me.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. So anyway, I puked in a bush and he took me home. I'm still quite embarrassed about it. It has been a couple days and neither of us have brought it up. I'm kind of confused about my feelings. I haven't been in love before, but I do love him and have always considered him my person. Am I being obtuse? How can I bring the topic up with him? Because I do want to discuss it once I figure myself out. There are some comments, but OP, you're such a silly goose.
Okay, OP,
silly
I'm
goose.
imagining that you're quite young. Probably like 21, 22,
Sure.
you know?
Yeah.
Like just started drinking. It's
Yeah.
pretty new. You're in college maybe. This is your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
You've just found something out about him. Maybe you're thinking about him in a little different way now. Maybe you're not.
Yeah.
I think you just go to him and you say, hey, I want to talk about what happened the other night. I really wasn't in kind of control of my own, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I hope that you didn't judge my reaction.
Yeah, yeah.
It
It was
I want
not
to talk
based
to you.
on what you said.
Yeah.
That was based on what I drank.
Exactly. So you kind of say that. And then you just say, I don't know how I feel. I never kind of thought about you in that way. That isn't to say that I can't think about you in that way. I just don't know how I feel.
Totally.
And
Counter
just, yeah.
option, go up to him,
Make
go,
out.
Oh, let me go kiss you on the cheek, and then go, "Bleh," and then you make out with him.
Oh, I thought you were throwing up on him.
Oh, no. That's me just like, "Bleh." You know what I
Okay.
mean?
You
That's
don't throw
like,
up on
"Bleh."
him. You make out with him.
You make out with him. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so 2
Don't
options.
throw up on him again. That
One
would
of
be
them, it
bad.
seems like you're more clear on your
Just
feelings.
go for it. Just go for it, OP. But we do have some comments. Comment number 1 says, close your eyes and imagine him with another woman. And think about how you would feel if he smiled at another woman just like he does with you, in the way he looks at you. Many times they don't realize the feelings until it's too late. Many times because you take it for granted or because you see such a predictable person. And many people let that person go because another person came along and they see the novelty. They see something new. But in the end, you realize that the other person didn't love you. So you regret it. And many times it's too late. I think we just got a summary of another rom-com right there.
It's too late. Yeah. No, as a person who also had a close friend who I only viewed as a friend.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you really just don't even see it.
Yeah.
And then someone else has to be like, hey, do you like that person? And you're like, what? What? I don't know what you're talking about. And then you think about it. You're like, oh,
oh shoot.
you're right.
Maybe, yeah.
So sometimes it's just it's not even that you don't like them. It's just that you've never thought about
Just
that.
right, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And Opie responds, well, we have grown up together and have seen each other through different phases of life. We have each dated other people. Whenever he has had a girlfriend, I have never felt jealous or unhappy. He seemed happy, which made me happy, and I always got along with his girlfriend. That being said, we have always had our special inside jokes and secret handshakes. I never felt pushed aside, so maybe that's why I was so okay. And OP comments on concerns towards their families. I'm not worried about my love life. I'm just worried about forever altering our relationship. It affects people that we love too. Our families are friends. Our mothers get brunch together every other week. Maybe I'm just putting too much pressure on this, but it really feels like a big deal. Seriously, thank you for this advice, though. I do see now that something will inevitably change. Kind of stupid to try and hold off the inevitable. And yeah, I think that things have already changed from him saying that. I think it's whatever you do now, it's not really going to change it that much more.
No. Yeah.
Unless you,
Your friendship has changed.
Yeah. Unless you go up to him and you're like, hey, I'm sober. And then you do throw up on him. Then it's like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, that would probably change some things for sure.
That would probably shake things up a little bit.
I'd say so. And Opie comments about the brewing relationship or the brewing romance in their relationship. I'm slowly realizing that I'm at the point of no return. This perspective is genuinely helpful. Makes me feel a little less dread. I just want to do the right thing. He isn't the kind of guy to blow up at me if it doesn't go well. I know we care about each other enough to want to work it out. He's a thoughtful man. I think I had a slight meltdown over it, but I've evened out a little bit. Haha. OP also comments on the friend's previous relationships. Since 2nd grade, he has had 2 girlfriends, and I have had 1 boyfriend. since second grade.
Jeez.
Second grade boyfriend. Ooh.
Second grade boyfriend. Those are fake boyfriends.
Those are what?
Those are fake boyfriends.
I thought you
They
said,
don't-
when you
they're
said
not
second
real.
grade boyfriends, I thought you said second gay boyfriend. and then
Probably.
yeah, yeah. But we do have an update. Do we have any final thoughts before we move on? We're about
Seems
halfway
like
through.
OP's just kind of figuring it out, and I think that's
Yeah.
okay.
I think it was really funny that before the comments, OP was like, I mean, I've never been in love, but like I also have imagined marrying him. pretty much." So like I always thought I was gonna marry him, but like that doesn't mean
That doesn't mean
I love
anything.
him. She didn't say marry him, but she said
Girl.
person, but still.
You get me.
Girl.
You get me.
You're the same. Update. So we talked and I was honest. I have been way overthinking this and really just confusing myself more and more. I came to terms with the fact that I was truly very into the kiss and enjoyed the thought of kissing him even when I was sober. So I told him that. And then he throws up. But I also
He's like, oh my god.
But I also told him how nervous I have been about our relationship because I have thought of him as someone who will be in my life forever since 6th grade, and I have never been lucky in love. The thought of us parting ways because of our relationship goes south makes me feel legitimately ill, and I told him that too.
I think you could be
Yeah.
a little bit in love.
I think
I
you
think
could.
you could be just a
Cue that
little
song from
love.
Hercules. I think that's
No chance. No
Won't say
way.
I'm in love.
yeah, exactly. I started off with the talking because he knew it was coming and I could tell that he was incredibly nervous. But he seemed to loosen up as I continued. He actually smiled a little. After I finished my speech, he said, "Can I say something cheesy but true?" And I naturally responded with, "Yes." He told me that he has loved me since middle school and that he never thought it would get this far. Oh, this is so cute.
Someone make a movie. Someone call a director.
Write it down. Write it down.
Write it down. Write it down.
I am still utterly shocked by this. I seriously have never known. I was getting all flustered and shy because of a man that I've literally shared everything with, which is bonkers. When I am with him, I am the most unapologetic version of myself, but he had me blushing. That pretty much solidified it for me. The only thing left to discuss was how to move forward, and he took the initiative and asked what it was that I wanted to do about this. I had been thinking about this for a day or so since unraveling how I felt about him. I suggested that we go on a real date, not just to hang out, if he would be okay with that. I understand that at this point he is much deeper to this than I am, but so I don't want to do anything to hurt him, but committing super hard would be a lie on my end, and this feels necessary to explore.
I think it's just like
Yeah.
really
Go
quick.
ahead.
I think it's just being very upfront about where you are and
Totally.
saying, "Hey, I've never thought about this,
Yeah.
and this is completely new to me."
Yeah, and I think that is a good point. I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that, about she's still, she's pretty sure about her feelings, but it's still new, so they probably just need to settle a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about a full-on boyfriend-girlfriend would just be committing too fast.
Yeah.
Does that makes sense? It
No,
totally is.
absolutely. Because you're like, is this just something a person I like to kiss and I don't actually have
Right.
long-term romantic feelings for?
Right.
Because there is a difference.
Totally.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is a possibility that he could find out that I was better in his head or something. Anyway, he agreed and we are giving it a shot. I am very happy, and he seems to be as well. He was absolutely grinning once I offered up the date idea.
Ow!
He was tickled that I asked him out. It was very cute. And we do have a second update.
Yay!
This is adorable.
This is adorable.
I feel now going to Reddit might be going to certain parts of Reddit might be a great way to get ideas for a rom-com. There's a lot of good ideas on here.
So true.
Well, a lot, in the grand scheme of things, out of the stories we read, very small percentage.
yeah,
but
maybe 5.
maybe
5 of the stories.
Yeah, 5 of the stories.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
even 5%.
Nope,
just 5
just
of
5
the
of the
stories.
stories.
But we do have a second update. James and I are exclusively dating and have been since that first date, which went well.
Well, yeah, I would assume so if you're exclusively
You
dating.
silly goose uppy.
OP's like, I threw up?
I threw up again, but I think it was fine.
I think he was into
it. I thought that I would be the nervous one and he would be chill, since I had been overthinking about how our dynamic will change since day one. And he kept saying that he was so excited for the date. But when he picked me up and brought me flowers like the gentleman he is, my brain went a quiet calm and everything just felt like it clicked into place for me. He, on the other hand, was sweating bullets, incredibly nervous. He was chivalrous and cheesy, opening the car door for me and making a show of it. It was really adorable. Also, this felt entirely new. I wondered if our date would feel like a regular hangout, but it didn't. It felt special, and my cheeks were warm and tired from smiling the entire night.
It is, yeah.
Oh, this is so sweet.
It is. I can literally speak on this. It feels different. You're like, oh, it's just gonna be like how we hung out before. We're playing Minecraft.
Right.
And it's like, no, it's
but it's like,
different.
no.
Yeah, it's a whole different context.
The car ride was kind of awkward at first just because he was so stiff, but he explained that this is something that he had been dreaming of for years now and was really scared to mess up. He loosened up after I reassured him that the biggest possible mess up wouldn't deter me. We had a real big heart-to-heart on the drive to the restaurant and came to the conclusion that no matter how this goes, we will be in each other's lives no matter what capacity. It made us both relax a bit more. I held his hand in the parking lot. Because we already know each other like no one else, we fell into our conversational habits, but it still felt like I was unlocking parts of him that weren't available to me before, and that he was doing the same to me. That's nice. That's special. Because it's like dating someone is like you are. Dating someone is like you are. Just friends. Like you're friends, but it's more special.
You get some of the deep lore, I feel like.
Yeah, so it's like you should still feel like you're just talking to a friend, but that is nice that there's still that extra element there. How sweet. I really thought I would be freaked out, but it is so natural, and we have such a deep trust that has been established over the years that I don't even feel slightly stressed. And I wouldn't feel stressed if you guys would listen to full episodes of stories just like this one on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or whatever your favorite podcast app is. Just search OK Storytime. And there is a little bit more to the story, but this is so nice.
I think
I love it.
Some of the best relationships, and this isn't, like obviously different relationships can flourish into like beautiful things, but some of the best relationships I think come from like this friendship, like this shared friendship that you have.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Because a lot of relationships develop friendship,
right?
But like when you start off as friends, and it's and then you get to know each other as like like another layer.
Yeah,
it's also
a beautiful
really lovely.
thing.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing. But there is a little bit more to the story. Sometimes it is a little weird, but nice. Over the years, we have cuddled a few times, like a head on the shoulder with minimal contact.
Like a head on the shoulder?
Familiar?
A head on the shoulder?
A head on the shoulder and in a long line.
Waiting in a long line late at night?
So being a little more intimate feels foreign, and sometimes I do feel the need to rewire my brain because I have to remind myself that it is appropriate to do with it now. But once I remind myself, it is incredibly nice. It has been over a month since our date, and we are still taking it slow. Don't expect an engagement announcement anytime soon. We are comfortable with this pace. And that's just so beautiful. That's just so sweet. I love it.
That was really cute.
That was cute.
That was freaking cute.
That was cute, guys.
Ugh.
You guys are cute.
You're so cute.
God. I hope they're somewhere doing great.
Yeah.
I don't know when this post was made exactly, but I'm assuming.
I hope they're skipping in a
sometime
field of
soon.
flowers.
I agree. I hope they're making flower crowns for each other and they're skipping around.
Yeah.
And then they lose their flower crown. They gotta go pick it up again.
Yeah, go pick up their
And then they put it back on, and then they give a little kiss on the cheek. I hope that's what they're doing right now.
I hope so.
But that is the end of that story. We have more coming right up.
We sure do.
We sure do. How lovely.
That was lovely. I relate deeply to that story, and I love that.
How sweet. How sweet.
So cute. So cute.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice, like, understanding that comfort that's supposed to come with the relationship.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not supposed to be stressful or anything. It's just nice.
I think,
nice.
there's like, I think it's just relationships. I think people often misunderstand, like, relationships aren't easy. It doesn't mean that they're like hard. It just means that you're going to go through hard times together. Like, I think they should be easy.
Yeah, they should be easy.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not always going to be easy.
Sure.
But like you should, as a team, be able to get through that together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because that is a very unfortunate, like, when people hear that and then are in, like, a just very just bad relationship.
Yeah.
Like,
And they're like,
harmful or
oh, well,
toxic.
there's
Like,
always hard times
It's
in a
supposed to
relationship.
be hard. It's
Yeah.
like, not like that.
Not
though.
like that.
Not really. Like,
Yeah.
the hard times really,
Yeah.
I mean, so far for me, it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
if something comes up, like, rarely,
yeah.
then it's like, then you
You work through it
work through
together.
it. But and that's definitely hard when that comes up. But but it definitely is like a rare thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's outside things are hard, but it shouldn't. I don't think the hardness should come from inside the relationship. You know?
Yeah. It's not like, oh, it's hard because you just like yelled at me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's like it's hard because you
like,
lost your job, or
Sure.
like we had this like health crisis in our family. You know?
something like that.
Well,
There's really what?
It was posted 7 months ago and confirmed she is 21 and he is 22.
I called that.
Nice,
Knew it. I knew
nice.
that.
I hope they're celebrating their 7-month anniversary.
Me too.
Going in that flower field.
Lovely.
How beautiful.
Yeah, there's a really beautiful. I don't know if you guys have seen like Ted Lasso, but well, I know you have, Carly. But there's this like quote where one of the characters is talking to Higgins. He's kind of an administration guy, who's been married to his wife for, I don't know, like a very long time. I can't remember. And they're asking, they're like, oh, like you've been married to your wife a long time. It's like one of the divorce characters is like, you've been married to your wife a long time. Like, was that hard? And he was like, no, I've never once been like, I want to, it's always, she's always made it easy even when we go through hard times.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And they're like, oh, you've never been through something hard? He's like, no, I have 5 boys. Of course I've been through something hard. But
Sure.
Ted Lasso is full of great quotes.
And 4 months ago, it was still going great.
Oh,
I just checked the comments.
Oh, yay.
That's great.
We're ready.
All right.
Oh, wait, we have some donations. I
Okay.
lied.
Okay.
Catamus donated $5 and it says, thank you. An exclamation point.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
And Carolina Dentata donated $5. Hey, Girl Stream, guess who's on the 5 again? And in the rain, too.
No.
But it's good luck for a marriage like my sister's tomorrow.
Oh, are you on the way to a
Mirage.
wedding? Sounds like.
And
Congratulations
then it says,
to whoever's getting married.
could you wish her love and luck? Thanks, ladies.
Absolutely.
Good love and luck to was it your sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck to your sister.
luck.
That's very exciting.
Good love. Yeah,
Yeah.
and perfect timing after such a beautiful romantic story.
Well, and I've also heard it's been raining a lot in LA.
Yeah,
which makes
too.
me sad because I hate missing the rain.
Yeah.
And I was telling my boyfriend this. He was like, well, it's raining in Bali. I'm like, it's not the same.
It's not the same. Also,
Rain
like,
here is
stopped
better,
raining.
though.
Yeah,
It was raining like a lot last week, but
It was
Raining
raining a
good
lot
night.
when I first got here, but
yeah.
I'm appreciative that it's not doing that.
Right.
And then Kaylee Brown 9095 has been a member for 9 months. Okay, baby.
Okay,
Thanks
baby.
for way more than 9 months of entertainment. You all helped me survive through some of the roughest postpartum depression.
Aww.
I'm glad that we have this community here.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you've gone through that, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you have been here with us through all that time.
Kimberly
And-
Fine says, catching up, but dang, it appears Sophia was correct about the shoulder naps. Respects and apologies, ma'am. Thanks.
And one more for now. We have Brittany 72111 has been a member for 20 months.
Dang.
Hi, ladies. Hope you're having an awesome trip.
Was it Brittany?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
so
think
I think
that's
it's Brittany
Brittany
IC Lynn, yeah.
Lynn.
I think I saw that.
Gotcha.
That's pretty
we know
crazy.
our peeps.
We know.
I've been going into the chat and looking at your guys' thumbnails and seeing if I can
Let me figure it out. All
Yes, we
right.
did.
Okay.
Let's
Oh, we're ready.
freaking do it.
3, 2, 1.
My-
You
Sorry.
looked ready.
And my
3,
hand was falling out. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
My best friend lied to me for years and was secretly in love with me.
Well, are you in love with them?
I, female 28, have been friends with Blake, 28 male, for about 10 years now. We met when I was traveling for a new job out of state. And I kid you not, immediately became best friends in the week that I was there. Same interests, great energy and conversation, we just clicked. By the way, this comes from Songbird Spectrum. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Angie.
I'm Carly.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we do. So let us know what you would do in the comments. And OP says, we were friends for nearly 2 years before trying the dating thing. It lasted 3 months, important, during which Blake did not treat me well due to unresolved issues from prior relationships. Okay, not a great start.
Nope.
Before I could end it, he decided to end it himself as he had feelings for someone else. Fine with me, we were clearly better as friends. I took some space because he hadn't been treating me well. He got into therapy and apologized for being terrible and was willing to put in the work to regain my trust for our friendship, which he did consistently over the 8 years since. Fast forward to now. I am now happily married to my wonderful husband, Cam, 28 male, together for 6 years, married for about 2. Oh, this is about to get messy.
Oh, boy.
Blake and I are still best friends. He is now with a wonderful woman, Kaylee, 21 female, for almost 2 years now. Started dating a few months before my wedding. This is important. Kaylee and I are also good friends. She's the sweetest person. Blake also lives in the same city as me now, after his mother passed, having moved down here for a better support network. His girlfriend moved in about 9 months ago. In the past 6 months or so, things have been very strained with Blake. My husband is very introverted, and Blake started voicing frustration about his inability to be closer friends with Cam and feeling like he bothers Cam. He and I also started having weird tiffs with subtle negs and belittling comments. Then my husband and I came over to a game night for Blake's birthday 3 months ago, during which Blake picked fights with me about very weird things. For example, my career path, how I'm going about it wrong, making comments like, I guess if you want to stunt yourself in life, you can do it that way. Both
Rude.
Cam and I were caught very off guard, and after several attempts to shut it down, made excuses and headed home. Later, Blake proceeded to send me a text asking if I was okay because the vibes felt off, to which I was like, no kidding, and explained my issue. He decided to reply with an email. Who uses email anymore? 8 long paragraphs about how he felt he and his experience was dismissed in our discussion, how he felt ganged up on when Cam would defend my side, and how he felt like he can't be himself around me and Cam anymore. He also made comments voicing that he didn't feel like he could trust me because I tell Cam everything.
What?
Not true. I always ask before sharing unless it's a danger or moral issue. Okay, so it's not even true. And that he thinks I'm unhealthily codependent on Cam because whenever Blake and I hang out one-on-one, I'm always calling to let Cam know how late I'll be out or check if I'm cool to pick up takeout. That's literally her husband. That's her husband.
Yeah,
she's
like,
checking in with her husband.
It's like, oh my god, you tell him everything. Tell him too much. Yeah, dude, that's what relationships are for. It's for all the secrets.
Yeah,
okay?
secret.
That's why you get into relationships, is your secrets.
Exactly. I tell
right?
Share secrets. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
There's 2 people I tell everything to. My best friend Isabella and my boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you say, hey, don't tell my best friend Isabella.
Then it's like, sure, okay, I won't do that. Yeah.
But you gotta be, it's like a genie. You gotta be real specific in your wording.
It honestly really is.
Yeah.
Very specific.
And it's like, ha ha ha. They're like, don't tell. Okay, damn. You got me.
Fine.
It's like when the don't tell anybody. It's like, you didn't say don't tell my boyfriend.
Yeah, you just said anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody doesn't include Keon. So.
It truly doesn't.
We're married with joint finances. Sue me. I'm suing you. I replied, trying to clarify my end as well as understand where the ever-loving heck this all was coming from. But no matter how many times I tried, we kept going in circles. The emailing back and forth, during which he demanded we not meet up till this was resolved, lasted till about 2 weeks ago, when I said I needed time to think about how to reply next. About a month ago, I got into therapy because it was seriously messing with my head and making me feel like I was a problem and like I couldn't talk to anyone about this because we share much of our support system. I finally broke down to my sister when she came over to see why I hadn't been answering her, or really anyone. Yay, anxiety, lately. She is also friends with Blake through me. I let her read the emails. She got pretty ticked on my behalf and then proceeded to drop a hell of a bombshell on me and Cam. Blake is apparently still in love with me and hates Cam's guts.
Boo!
Boo!
Sorry, dude. You had your chance and you treated me so poorly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he literally treated her terribly.
Yeah.
Left her for another girl.
Yeah.
And then is coming. Well, I mean, I guess he's not telling her, but we're finding out that he's been in love with her this whole time.
Yeah, and that's why he's been crap talking him this whole time.
Messed up. Get out of here.
Up.
Apparently, when she drove to pick up Blake out of state for our wedding, he was a groomsman. He confided in her and her husband that he didn't agree with the wedding and wished I would break up with Cam and give him another chance. That we're soulmates and Cam isn't the one for me. My sister shut it down, but Blake proceeded to do the same thing when she drove him back home after our wedding. He ended off saying he just needed some time, so my sister kept her mouth shut because she knew that he's my best friend and hoped she could trust him to resolve it over time since he lived far away. Blake then moved near me about a year ago, and Kaylee moved in the August after. My husband's and my wedding anniversary is in October, and apparently Blake called my sister's husband to again confide that he's still in love with me and wishes I would divorce Cam because he would be a better husband to me.
You have no credibility there.
You literally already had your chance and you failed.
Yeah, if it could have worked out, it would have, and it didn't.
And it freaking didn't.
Yeah.
While living with Kaylee,
Oh my gosh.
his girlfriend. Ow, my funny bone.
What'd you even hit it on? There's a
Myself.
pillow next to
Hit
you.
it on the pillows.
No, I hit it on myself.
on your other bone.
Yeah.
You gotta take your bones away from each other.
Yeah, get rid of my bones.
Get rid of them.
While living with Kaylee, who he's told me is his soulmate, I think he's lying. This was about when all the stress started, so she never found a good moment to bring it up. As if to ice the cake, Kaylee and I have been keeping up via text through all of this. Again, we're friends. During the past few weeks, I learned some odd things. Kaylee got new piercings, reportedly encouraged by Blake to do so because she looked so cute. A double nose piercing and septum, which possibly coincidentally Blake told me to get as a post-wedding gift 2 years ago. Blake apparently has beef with the month of August, and so has decided their anniversary will be in October.
I'm sorry. You have beef with a whole month?
You got beef with a monk?
With a monk?
You got beef with a monk?
How could you even do that? I'm
have
sorry.
beef with
That's
anyone.
like out of all the stupid things that are in this story.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing ever.
August.
You have beef with the month of August, and that's in quotes.
Yeah,
That was in quotes.
that's full quotes.
I have beef with 1 out of 12 of the months.
Yeah.
How much time is that in your lifetime?
True.
How many Augusts do you go through in your lifetime?
You're like, it's like Green Day, but wake me up when August.
Yeah. He takes it very seriously.
The reason he gave was because it's spooky month. That's not even true. That's
What?
October.
Where do they live?
Oh, sorry. I thought the reason he was giving for not liking August was that it was spooky
scared.
month.
It's
But the
just
reason that he
scary.
wants the anniversary in October is because it's spooky month. I see.
And that's
God.
so fair.
You know what? You got me.
And you know what? I agree.
Can't even, yeah.
Go ahead.
But Cam and I started dating and got married that month. I also, at my sister's prompt, went back and checked when Blake and I broke up. August 2017. Are you telling me that he's hated August
Boy.
for like freaking 7 years?
That's why he has beef. August. You guys broke up, and you're just like, well,
He
okay,
broke up with her.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing.
He
now.
broke up with you.
This man is stupid. This man.
Dumb
Everything is
dumb.
lies. Everything is lies.
Yeah.
I don't even think he cares about August.
No.
I think he's literally just thinking about that. He's just coming up with reasons to have some sort of like pity on him or something like
Agreed.
that. Some sort of reasons. I feel like in his mind, he's like, this is going to be so romantic.
People are gonna be like, wow,
Yeah.
Blake is he's
gonna
such
be
a
like,
he's such a
Every
cool
time
guy.
August rolls around, I think about the time that I lost
He
her.
gets
It's
super
like, no,
emo. He starts wearing his hair with like a
Yeah.
side bang
You didn't lose her. You dumped her.
Yeah.
You dumped her in
for
the
another
garbage.
girl.
Yeah.
It's also worth noting Blake had another relationship fall apart because the girl was outright convinced Blake was cheating on her with me, to the point of blasting me for weeks as some homewrecker.
Dang.
Cam and I always chalked it up to her insecurity, but now I'm wondering if she was just watching Blake carry on some weird one-sided emotional affair. I love my husband more than words can say, and he makes me happier than anyone I've ever met. He's my ultimate best friend. Learning all of this has made me feel so gross and like a horrible wife, though Cam has been wonderfully supportive and doesn't blame me at all. All this to say, I'm ending our friendship, but have no clue how. I feel like I have to tell Kaylee, as this has all happened during their relationship and living together, and the woman deserves the world, but also recognize I have no real proof beyond spoken accounts besides the weird emails. It sounds like some wild conspiracy theory or soap opera. My therapist is on vacation, so I'm on my own after learning all this. I'm also realizing just how manipulative Blake has been for years given this context, and already feel shaky about confronting him given my serious confrontation anxiety, which he knows about and could easily try to exploit. I'm realizing more and more that he has massive control issues that I dismissed as anxiety for years. The fact that he lives so close now fills me with dread rather than joy. I want to come out of this with no regrets, knowing I stood up for myself and that I put a decisive end to this. I want Blake to know his actions and creepy ulterior motives are the reason our decade-long friendship is done. I've never ended a friendship myself, and this is basically friend breakup on steroids. How do I break this lunacy to Kaylee in a way that sounds remotely believable, given the front Blake has built? I also would love some advice on how to go about telling Blake I know everything and we're absolutely done, and there is an update. Any thoughts?
Well, I mean, obviously you want to be honest with her, and I think you will be. I don't think you're leaning towards and like leaving things out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's definitely a way to go about it of just like, hey, I just want to talk to you. I'm going to preface it with all of this stuff about like, you know, I just found this out. This is what's happening. This is what I'm doing about it. Like,
That's how it makes me feel.
This is what I heard. You might want to check with him to make sure that's true.
Yeah.
This is just what I heard, and I
From
feel
her
like,
sister, so reliable source.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm going to believe it. And honestly, he's been acting weird, like this and this and this all of our years. I didn't like how he treated me, all the stuff. Like I think that this stuff is a lie.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if Kaylee knows about his beef with August, and
Yeah.
like is maybe wondering
What's
why
up with
is.
August?
What's up with her? What's that about?
And it might be the wrong idea, but potentially you could bring Cam to that meeting since they were friends or like somewhat friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess not quite that close, but
Yeah.
But like maybe if you're really uncomfortable or feel a little bit like scared about this, maybe bring Cam and just say like, hey, you sit over there. We're gonna have a conversation.
Yeah. I think that's very possible. Just break it to her and then let her know that like, I'm not gonna be friends with him anymore.
Yeah.
I just really want to like you do whatever you want. Like you guys might still be fine. I don't have any intention of like, breaking you guys up. He might be able to make it up to you, but for now though, I just,
Thank you. Sam just handed me a baguette.
No.
Smells really nice. What?
He says take a bite.
Oh.
Is it good?
I have to read.
No. She has to read, she says.
It's really good. It's so good.
He says you're welcome. Show her the glass. Sure. Thank you. It looks like a fish in here, almost. All right, cool. Go ahead.
One second.
It smells really good. Do you mind if I just take a bite from it?
Take a bite from the communal baguette. All right, update. Next day. Cam knew about my and Blake's dating stint from the start.
Sorry, that was my birthday.
April
That
24th.
update's for my birthday.
April 24th. Cam knew about my and Blake's dating stint from the start. Cam also has friends who he has similarly dated. This is not an issue for us, and he has been aware and involved in everything that happened. My husband told me to
Carly's eating the bread now.
My husband told me to tell any who are concerned. I love and trust my wife, and if someone has a problem, that's a you problem, bucko.
You know what's really funny? I'm so sorry. I'm going to interrupt
Yeah,
you and
please
talk
do.
about the bread again.
Oh
my
and
gosh.
Pisses. I don't know who that is. Pin size box. Thank you for the $100. First time donor.
Oh my gosh.
Woohoo. Little
What a-
buzzer beater moment.
Yeah, what a big dono.
We were
for
distracted with
first
the
time.
bread. You got
I
in
was
there.
literally, I was ordering food and I was thinking like, I miss bread. I literally was thinking like, I kind of, obviously we have bread
Yeah.
here, but something about just like going
loaf.
home and just having some bread. I was like actually legitimately thinking of that
And
like
here
10
it
minutes
is.
ago. And here it is.
I have no
in my hand.
context as to why I was handed a piece of bread.
Yep.
But it was really good.
it's pretty good.
It's like kind of warm
It's
too.
exactly what I was thinking.
Damn.
Oh my
Whitney.
gosh, Whitney.
Thank you for the $200.
Let me pull up if they
Wow, wow, wow.
some
And
stuff.
folks, we're gonna get those 3 wheel spins after this story
You
ends.
sure will.
And
Yeah.
Whitney said no message provided.
And I believe that gives us another 30 minutes.
Yes.
Woo, sure does.
Thanks, people, for keeping us going so we could eat the bread on the street.
on stream bread. Now that that's aside, I decided to talk to Kaylee after all. I asked to meet up and treat her to coffee and pastries, and then disclosed everything I knew. She listened, even reached
sorry,
over
hang
to hold
on,
my
1
hand.
second, Sorry.
I'm going to go back a
It
little bit.
got, yeah, go back a little bit.
Okay.
It's not adding the time.
We are going to get that time
Okay.
added. Just
We'll
Bro,
get
it's
that
because you
fixed in a
can't,
second.
if it reaches 0, you can't add it through the stream deck.
Riley's coming.
you gotta
Go
add it
ahead,
through
I'll put it, I'll
Lumia.
put it up on you. You can read. Riley's here to the rescue. You're good though.
Okay. Now that that's aside, I decided to talk to Kaylee after all. I asked her to meet up and treated her to coffee and pastries, and then disclosed everything I knew. She listened, even reaching over to hold my hand when she saw me shaking, and thanked me for telling her. In short, she has decided to stay with Blake for now. They are living together, so somewhat fair. But is moving forward with this in mind, as is her right to decide. She wants to stay friends with me and fully understands that I want nothing to do with Blake and why, as well as to not share any info about me with him, and that there will be some distance for a bit. I did confront Blake in person. This was mostly due to the fact that I wanted to get it out of the way right after talking to Kaylee without raising alarm bells. And meeting up under the guise of talking it out in person was the easiest way to do that. My husband went with me, though the conversation was just between Blake and myself. That's what I said. That's what I said to do. Nice.
She listened to you.
That's what I said to do.
Yay.
I took several safety precautions as well, such as secretly recording the interaction. Initially, Blake started in on classic Darvo, saying he didn't remember saying those things to my sister, and then remembered certain things, but in different contexts. He even tried spitting it back. the spray.
Did he spray around you? Riley's shaking his head. We have like a disinfectant spray
And
over
it just
here.
went straight into my mouth.
Oh my god. Riley.
I think it was just the wind.
He sprayed it on me. Riley says it's my fart. I'm sorry. I didn't even fart. My fart wind is still a fart and I didn't even fart. So
Oh, God. I shut all that down, as well as any excuses and justifications given, and firmly landed my point that regardless of intent or reasoning, his actions are wildly inappropriate and inexcusable. After dismantling enough of the excuses, he actually offered several apologies, owning up to his actions. Whether he meant them or not, I don't know nor care, but it was semi-cathartic for sure. He insists everything with Kaylee is coincidental, but either way, that is between them at this point. The conversation ended with him saying he didn't want to lose our friendship, that he was willing to take a friendship break for a bit, establish better boundaries, that he feels he's in a better place to be more honest, that now he was aware of the issue and would pay more care in not breaking my boundaries. I shut him down, saying that ship sailed long ago, and it shouldn't have taken me saying I'm done for him to put effort into respecting me. He then said he'd respect my decision to end our friendship, but begged me to at least keep an open mind at possible future reconciliation. I was pretty much done at this point, and told him flat out that these are the consequences of his own actions, that I can never trust anything he says or does ever again. And that even if in some alternative universe I was open to that, he would be an acquaintance and certainly would never be my best or even close friend again. He was quiet and teary-eyed after this, I assume because he knew things were coming to a close. I stood up. He asked me for one last hug. I said no, reached out to shake his hand, and left without looking back, which felt kind of legendary until I got down the block and round the corner and had a panic attack that had been looming all day. Win some, lose some. By the way, you can win in life if you listen to full episodes of stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. There is a little bit left to this story. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair that you're gonna have that panic attack afterwards.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, that was such a hard conversation to have.
Yeah, and just such a complicated situation in general. Like, you're going to have all of those feelings, even if you've made your decision on what you want to do about it, like and how you feel on it. Like, it totally makes sense that there's still all these other complete opposing feelings.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm proud of you. I think you took care of it pretty well.
Agreed.
Yeah, just having that conversation is very impressive. Good job.
Agreed. Overall, though, I think this went as well as it could have. I'm not letting my guard down yet, just in case. But it's a relief that it's finally, seemingly resolved. Admittedly, I'm not doing great, but I know I'll be okay. Cam helped me realize I'm basically mourning the passing of a decade-long friend. While Blake himself may not be gone, the Blake I knew is, so I'm trying to give myself some grace in processing through this. Cam has decided tonight is reserved for tacos, cake, and video games together for some dopamine. And we're both calling into work tomorrow after this chaos. And that is the end of that story.
Okay. Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, you took care of it. That
You did.
sucks to have any sort of friend breakup, especially this complicated one.
Absolutely. And this long of
Yeah.
a friendship.
But I think you know it was necessary. So
Yeah.
good job.
Proud of you, OP.
Good job, OP.
But that's the end of that story and the end of the episode. So we're going to do a little transition period.
We
But
sure
in
are.
that transition period, we're going to spin a couple wheels.
Oh yeah, let me go get that wheel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Is it 2876?
Yeah.
Cool. And I'm going to eat a piece of bread. I'm going to eat a piece of bread. I love bread. I love bread. Okay, hold on. Bread time. Bread time.
Okay, bread time. All right. We've got the wheel in my hands. It's coming up fast. One second. The wheel is being summoned. In just a moment. All right, ready? Who is this one for?
This one is
The longer
for
name.
pint-size box.
First time donor.
All right, first time donor. First time wheel spin for the donor and go. Woo-hoo! We have noise now.
Okay, I was so confused.
Yeah.
What does
2
that
extra
say?
1 minute.
2 extra 1 minute.
Woo, woo, woo.
Let's go.
That's so
Heck
great.
yeah.
Don't remember how to change it to 1 minute, guys. So we will get that one in a little bit.
I mean, you can also just do it and then turn it off. Like you can put, we're
Okay.
going to put it on for 5 minutes and then turn it off.
After 1
I
minute.
could also get Keon. We could just do it.
True.
Right,
Could do.
but
All right, cool.
this is only for a minute, guys.
It
I'm
says
turning
5.
It off at 4.
Ignore that.
Work fast,
It's
people.
not true.
The next 2 are for Whitney.
Whitney.
Woo.
Woo. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
It's been for a while.
Spin
Spin
again.
again. Okay. Yay. Yay.
1.5 for 5 minutes.
1.5 of 5 minutes.
Heck yeah.
Let's go. And we've got another one for
No, that's-
Whitney.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's spin again.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay.
I was like, that was 3. I lied.
That's all right.
Woo.
Woo!
Oh boy. Thank you for the 1 gifted membership over last little. Yay. Was that 2 1.5s for 5 minutes?
Another is that one?
Yeah, this is
Yep.
another 1.5 in 5
And-
minutes.
That one's
Gonna have
2 times is going off.
10 minutes
Perfect.
for 1.5.
Oh wait. It's going off.
It didn't go off.
Wait.
That was my fear. How
I'm
do
getting
I-
it situated, everyone. But we will have that. For those of you that don't know, we have that gold bar at the bottom. If we reach a certain level of donations, we get more time.
And we
And
got
Pattis!
Pattis.
Thank you for the $100. See? We got that $100 and it pushed us over and we now have more time. More time.
Okay.
And so yes, we will get that wheel spin in just a moment. But yes, if you do the 1.5 for 5 minutes or 2x for 1 minute, whatever it is, that means that whatever is donated in that 1 to 5 minutes is like either double or times 1.5 on our goal bar.
Here
Okay.
comes the first 1.5 for 5x.
All right.
Or for 5 minutes. And then
This banana bread
when
is
it
good.
ends, I'll just do the other one because I'm
And
not
then
changing
this
time.
is for Pattis,
For
right?
Pattis, yes.
And Pattis, let's go. Woo.
I like that noise. that it makes. And that.
Oh, it's
an
an
ad.
ad.
Plus 10
No,
minutes.
don't look at it.
It was plus 10.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
plus 10
okay.
minutes.
Plus
Also-
10 minutes.
Pattis, unfortunately, I think that you came after the 2 times.
It was
Unfortunately.
indeed right after.
Yeah, there was like 5 more seconds, but I think it was right after.
It was after because I had already
Yeah.
tried to turn it off like 3 times and then
So sorry.
Sophia had also.
Sorry, girl. But I mean, we still got plus
Yeah, we
10
still
minutes
got-
from your spin, which
Yeah.
is probably more than
Yeah, then you would
more
get.
than you would have gotten. So that's great. But
And
do
I
we
will
have
add that right now. Hang
perfect?
on.
Thank you very
1,
much.
2, 3, 4, 10.
All
guys.
right. And do we have messages from those donos?
We do. Pattis says just got done with surgery.
Oh, what kind of surgery? I hope everything went well.
Me too.
I'm assuming it did from your joy.
And we have a couple other donos. Purple Axolotl gifted 2 memberships.
Ooh, thank
Whoop,
you.
whoop, thank you.
And Teresa Eats a Pizza Principe donated $30.43. Thank you for the fortune, Sophia.
welcome.
Unfortunately, here in Chicago, there are not many gravel roads, but I am determined.
You
Yeah.
gotta find it. It's
And
somewhere. There's a
that's how
crow
you
waiting
know.
for you, I think.
And she says, love you, ladies.
Love you.
Love you too.
Oh.
Woohoo! Did Whitney say anything before?
No, Whitney's was silent.
Oh,
And that is
sad.
another 30
Oh.
minute. Thank you, Angie's mom.
Woohoo,
For
thanks, my
25
mom.
And
bucks.
she says, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. It is Friday for us. Happy Thursday for others.
Whoop,
Thank you
whoop.
very much for being here. How lovely.
I've got a banana bread over here, baguette on this side.
You're doing great.
I'm doing pretty good.
You're winning in life right now.
Yeah.
My food should be here. Probably. It says it's on time, but I think it's going to be the later time. I think it'll be here in maybe 10 minutes.
Oh.
That's my guess.
Mm-mm.
But we've got more stories coming up very, very soon.
Do.
Very, very soon. Yeah, everyone say hi, my mom.
Hi, my
Hi, my mom.
Hi.
Commenter, I couldn't read it, but it says I've been binging your podcast as you should.
Yes, love to hear it.
Thank
love
you.
To hear it.
Yes, we've got it's very bingeable podcast. Honestly,
true.
We've just got story after story.
Story after
man.
story. Can't stop.
You can't stop it.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, boy.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Who's reading next?
It will be Sophia.
All right.
No, right?
No.
You just read. No, I can read.
So that you can grab your food when it comes.
Oh, it's fine. I think it'll be okay.
So
I might grab my little itch cream real quick.
Shoot. That's
Okay, but it will be in.
It'll shoot. Nat, this is live. It's so funny, Catamus. Says more bread. I bought for breakfast. I bought a croissant and banana bread, and then Sam gave me this whole baguette. What?
So much bread.
So much bread. I can't escape the bread.
And you shouldn't. You cannot.
I want to know where he got this bread
You
from.
shouldn't.
You know?
You
Yeah,
couldn't.
I know. Where did you get a baguette? Is it like some sort of bakery
Yeah.
or
There is
market?
a
Boulangerie.
stay up the
Ah.
street.
Okay. Whoa.
We want a house tour.
Toria Bumgarner says, all this bread, I'm gonna have to bake some this weekend.
Gotta bake some bread. I have a freaking Dutch oven that my mom gave me for Christmas to make bread, and I still have yet to make bread in it. And I really need to get on that because I'm wasting,
failing her.
I know.
How could you?
I have to learn how to make bread and then make it in there.
You should. But we should read this next story.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Okay. Ready?
Yup.
3, 2, 1.
We looked up our daughter's new house online, and her husband was not happy.
Was it ugly?
In 2021, my youngest daughter, Nadia. Yeah, Nadia. My youngest daughter, Nadia, who was then 23, reconnected with a guy that she had gone to high school with named Ray, who was 24 at the time. They had been just friends in high school, went to different colleges, and hadn't kept in touch. By the way, this comes from Particular Hope 8459, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. And I'm Angie.
I'm Sophia.
I'm Carly.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We just know what we would do in this situation, so let us know what you would do in the comments. So, OP says, as fate would have it, they ended up taking jobs in the same city and found each other via social media, beginning to meet up. During that time, Nadia rented a room in a shared house, and Ray rented an apartment. Ray had been house shopping and decided that the time was right to buy a home. By this time, Nadia and Ray had been seeing each other for about 6 months and planned to move into the new house together. Ray was proud of being a new homeowner and posted a picture of himself in front of the porch on the house on social media. Nadia was also happy about the new house, and we chatted about what things she and Ray might need, like the neighborhood. And we chatted about what things she and Ray might need, the neighborhood, and the proximity of the house to her work. During the conversation, Nadia mentioned the street name, but not the actual address because the house purchase had not gone to closing yet and they hadn't moved in. Several weeks went by and they eventually moved into the new house together. The city where they lived is about a 6 to 7 hour drive from where my husband and I live, so we weren't able to visit them due to our work schedules. At the time, my husband and I were looking at homes on various internet sites as we were planning to downsize since we are now empty nesters. We explored housing options in several different states. One day, it occurred to me that since I knew the city and street of Ray's house, I might be able to do a virtual tour online if the listing was still up. I looked it up on a real estate site under recently sold and quickly recognized the correct house because Ray had posted that photo on the front porch, which showed the house number. My husband and I looked at the house photos on the real estate website and thought it looked small, but very nice. We were happy for them. Around that time, one of my sons texted me to ask for Nadia and Ray's address so he could send them a housewarming gift. Since I knew the address from Ray's social media post and the real estate site, I gave it to him. 2 weeks later, I got a call from Nadia just to chat, or so I thought. After the usual, "How are you doing?" exchange, she said, "So we got a package from her brother, but I don't know how he got our address since we didn't give it to him." I volunteered that he had asked me, and I gave it to him. Nadia, in a slightly severe tone, then asked, "How did you get our address?"
Why is she so...
I don't know.
Maybe she doesn't have a good relationship with her parents and they don't fully get that?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't understand. I explained exactly how I knew it. She confessed that she had suspected and proceeded to scold me for giving out her address without her permission and looking up their house without asking Ray first. Her level of outrage seemed very strange and out of character. I asked if she would have given me the address. If I called and asked. She said yes, but the point was that I didn't ask. I replied that because I already knew the address, I had no reason to call and ask. The conversation felt odd.
I knew it, though. You wanted me to call and ask you if I was allowed to know it?
I mean, I can understand if it's kind of like if you have someone's phone number, for instance.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, like, just a heads up, I gave this person your phone number."
That would be different. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, this is brother. This is her brother.
Yeah, that's true. It's weird. And maybe there's just some sort of maybe there's some sort of relationship. Like maybe they're the kind of parents that are like,
always like this.
Yeah, always doing things like that. And they're like, Mom, you gotta quit it on that. I need to tell people my own address. Like, for some sort of reason. Like I could see it going both ways, but I need more context.
Same.
And OP says, for context, Nadia, her sister, and her 2 brothers all love each other and have very good relationships. We spend holidays together when we can keep in touch via text and calls throughout the year. There are no hard feelings or awkward situations that would make Nadia not want any of her siblings to know where she lived. The big problem here was that Ray was offended and angry because, as Nadia explained, he is shy and a very private person. Nadia would likely have been fine with me giving her brother the address or looking at online photos, but she was trying to support her boyfriend.
Well, then, if he's a private person, why did he post about his own address?
Yeah, I feel like you can't.
You could be a private person and then dox yourself.
Right. It's so easy to, like, find people online that, like, you can't even show a picture of your house.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Ray believed that we needed to apologize for both looking at the house photos and giving their address to her brother. We agreed to call them back. After discussing it, my husband and I set up a phone call with Ray. We apologized for giving out the address without asking because that may have been out of order. We explained that it never occurred to us that either of them would want to keep their address secret from the family. And by the way, I will never keep it a secret that you can listen to full episodes of stories just like this one on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or whatever your favorite podcast app is. Just search OK Storytime. And there is a little bit more to the story, but yeah, it's a weird situation.
Honestly, I think you just apologize. You say, sorry, I didn't realize that would be an issue. I'll make sure to do that in the future.
Yeah, like, is there anything else? Like, is this some sort of boundary that I'm just, like, not aware of? That there's, like, other parts to this boundary that you're not comfortable with? Something like that.
I don't even think you argue it. I think you go, okay,
totally.
I don't know, she's upset about this, whatever.
Yeah.
So sorry, won't do that again.
I could so see this being the type of, like, story where, like, this reminds me of a lot of situations where we get the, like, kids side of the story, and they're like, oh my gosh, my mom is crossing all these boundaries. She's, like, so overbearing, doing all of this stuff, and the mom is, like, probably innocent in it, and, like, because there's a lot where it's like, oh my god, Mom, you have to quit it. Like, it doesn't even seem like she's innocent. Like, she knows exactly what boundaries she's crossing. Yeah. But there are some where it's like, she seems like she has good intentions. Yeah. No malice ones. And I'm just imagining this being like that other side of the perspective.
Like you get another thing, and she's like, my mom's the worst.
Yeah. And now the mom is just like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did. This is strange. Yeah. So maybe there's more to the story of, like, boundaries that we just don't know about because the mom doesn't realize their boundaries, or... Yeah. But that's total speculation. But we do have a little bit more to the story. We did not apologize for looking at the house photos. We said that we were sorry that I made him feel like his privacy was invaded and that it was never our intention to hurt or upset him. We explained that while we were browsing dozens of homes on real estate sites, we looked at his out of general curiosity and did not think it was wrong. We expressed hope that he would accept our apology. Ray seemed okay at the end of the call, but this did not satisfy him. He was still angry because we would not say that it was wrong of us to look at the house pictures without his permission. Even now, 4 years later, after he married our daughter, a wedding that we helped pay for, attended family gatherings at our house, and received nothing but kindness from us, he still won't speak to us directly.
Oh my god.
When we visit, he makes sure that he's out of the house when we arrive.
That's really concerning. If I were OP's daughter, I'd be pretty concerned about my partner not ever wanting to see my parents.
After just after that one thing, like, that was, especially if she didn't think that was wrong. Yeah. Like, if you don't think that something your parents did was wrong, and then your partner is, like, so mad at them. Yeah. It's like, you gotta really, it's good to keep other people's, emotions and experiences in mind and to consider all of that. But at the end of the day, when someone's holding a grudge for 4 years and doesn't even want to be around
over giving an address or, like, finding an address out. Yeah. Like, to something that would have been given anyway.
Yeah. That is something that you want to pay attention to. That's not something that you like, if you don't agree with that and they're having that reaction, you should raise an eyebrow at that for sure. But OP finishes this off with, am I the a-hole for not apologizing, specifically for looking up my daughter and her boyfriend's house and viewing the photos online without asking his permission? And we have your answer.
No.
Like it's a big jump to controlling or whatever, but I could understand if this is some sort of like power dynamic that he wanted. Like he just kind of felt like he lost power in a sense of like, oh, these people like found out my address and I didn't do anything to, like, I wasn't involved in that. Maybe that kind of spooked him a little bit in a way, but it still is like not the right reaction from him, even if he was kind of like scared by it, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Don't know what's going on there, but
No sure.
just keep going with love and kindness. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
But that's the end of that story.
Sure
We've got
is.
more coming
We sure
up.
do.
Real quick, I see you guys texting in the chat. It's not letting me answer you guys for some reason. I'm not sure why. We're getting Keon down here to assess everything though, because even if it was in the 2x, I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah.
So he's coming.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah. I will say there's the TikTok. People are saying there's a little bit of lag. We can fix that though. I think I can fix that right now.
Sure thing. Just doing some producing training. Yeah, my cat's name is Karen. Says this seems like the symptom of a bigger problem. I agree. Like this definitely, again, like I hate to jump to conclusions because we do like to do that here, and I mean I sure like to do that, but sometimes I feel like they're justified. But in this situation, we really don't have enough context to like actually speculate what's happening and like put together what's going on. But I definitely don't like what we just heard. That took such a turn. I thought it was gonna be like we're just dealing with that problem as it's happening, but then it jumped to 4 years later. In 4 years it's still going on. Like that's very, very strange. I don't know. I'm suspicious of that.
Yeah.
I'm suspicious of that.
But we're gonna get into the next story in a little bit. Try and fix that TikTok lag. Because the usual thing I do is not showing up on there. So
Keon will be down shortly, guys.
He will do.
My food should be here soon. That's very exciting. Very exciting. Food is here soon. In 2 minutes, it says.
What food did you get?
I got mango ball.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
Silly goofy.
No, you're
Where
good.
in the
I
world
didn't
is
confirm that I was
Carmen?
going to do it. but I
Celine, we're in
did.
Bali. Bali.
Yeah, there were a lot of comments before of like
How is it
how is
day?
it daytime? Where are they?
How is it day?
We're across the freaking world
Yeah.
for just a couple more streams.
Yep. Yes, Serini.
But
Okey-doke. We are almost there.
my cat's name is Karen. Says I'd hold a grudge over chicken. What? Why
quite know
ever
what that
for? Why
means.
would you do that?
Why?
Don't do that.
What do you mean?
We don't like holding grudges, people. We like talking about them and then
Talking
moving
about our
on.
feelings.
Yeah. But what I think I'm curious though, what would have to happen to the chicken for you to hold a grudge over it?
Crossroad.
If the chicken crossed the road and you're like,
All good.
yo,
Where are you going?
I told you to look both ways
Where are you freaking going?
and you didn't. Is it like that, or is it like your cat like took your chicken and
Okay.
like ate it before you could?
Yeah.
And then you're like, yo, I was looking forward to that. Is that, and then you hold a grudge over
I think
your
it could
cat?
be that. I think it could be that.
I'm
Is
going to
that-
check this real fast because I don't think this is the right one. So you guys are getting a
Cool.
spoiler.
I refuse to call my mom. No.
No. Okay. So we don't have a title. So
That's all right.
Okay.
And someone asked
Is it the-
us what
it's
our
us.
names are. I'm Sophia.
I'm Angie.
I'm Carly.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
And yep. Come on. Still on here.
Oh,
Still on here.
Joshua,
Any
I don't
sec-
think any of our equipment got damaged
I don't think so.
Oh no, we're good.
or lost.
We're all good in that.
And how are we looking TikTok? I saw a lot of people say only a couple people were getting the lag.
Okay,
So
well, I
let us
tried
know how we
something,
look
so
now.
We shall see. We shall see. All right, let's do it.
Go for it.
I refuse to call my stepmom mom, and now my family thinks I'm the villain.
Well, she's not my mom technically.
I lost my mom when I was 7 after a long battle with health issues following the birth of my younger sister, who is now 20. My dad pawned us off on his family members for a few years after Mom's passing, but refused any help from Mom's family since he knew they would have offered to take us in. By the way, this comes from Sophia and Aya, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Angie.
I'm Carly.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we'd do, so let us know what you would do in the comments. And OP says, my father wants to keep control, and he essentially took us home to be fun time dad. His family helped for a while, but once they got tired, he found a woman to marry and let her take over. During this time, he limited our contact with Mom's family. We were lucky to see them once a year, and he didn't like me even talking to them on the phone. I was 10 when he remarried. He had known her only a couple of months before marrying, and she moved in 2 weeks before the wedding. Dang. That's when he handed us off to her. She told me and my sister, who was 3 at the time, that she was our new mom and would take care of us now. I got mad, yelled that she wasn't my mom, and she told me I didn't have to feel that way immediately, but that eventually I'd see she was her new mom and I couldn't stop it.
You would see that I'm your new mom and you would let me sew buttons onto your eyes.
Please, I'm your other mother. I yelled more and stormed off. That was the start of me hating her for insisting she was my new mom. She constantly tried to touch me. I repeatedly slapped her hands away. She tried to get hugs from me, saying it was a sign we were bonding. When I turned 12, I refused to acknowledge her attempts at conversation or affection. She was angry, I was angry, and she would always tell me not to ignore my mom. My dad stayed totally out of it. He remained Disney dad or fun-time dad. She showed up to take us places, but wasn't involved in actual parenting or support. When I sought support from him, he told me to talk to your mom. I used to talk to my sister about our mom, which my dad's wife hated. She accused me of trying to alienate my sister, and we'd fight about it. She called it disrespectful to her as the mom in the house. Between ages 15 to 17, our conflict escalated, and I sometimes wished that she passed away in my head. Eventually, I left and moved in with my maternal grandparents at 17, not even a senior yet. My sister clearly loved my dad's wife, and I felt there was no reason for me to stay. The fights were getting tense enough to risk turning physical. I haven't seen or spoken to my dad or that woman since then. My contact with my sister was very limited until a couple of years ago. We are not very close, not just due to the 7-year age gap, but also because of the family situation. My sister is disconnected from my mom's side, and I cannot stand the woman she calls mom. However, we do have a relationship. My paternal grandparents initially said they understood and supported my feelings. That changed after I got engaged. When I sent out save the dates without including my dad or his wife, they asked why I hadn't reached out to apologize or shown remorse for my teenage actions. They said my hostility had terrorized the house and put her in a difficult position as the mom of the house. I asked where this was coming from after years of support. They explained that they believed supporting me as a teen and young adult would lead me to see I was wrong. They expected me to regret rejecting the chance to have a second mom and to see my behavior as cruel. By the way, it would be cruel of you to not listen to full episodes of stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. There is a little bit left to this story. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, it's frustrating that they were so understanding.
Yeah.
When it was like happening. And then now they're like, yeah, well, you shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah, no, we were actually doing that in hopes that you'd just forgive your new mom.
Yeah, you just would come around eventually. But
seems like you're not, so we're taking away all of our support.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hello, like
hello.
It was not just a phase. Those were my real feelings.
Yeah, especially when this is, paternal grandparents. Okay. I was going to say, I thought this was maybe maternal grandparents.
Yeah,
but
I was imagining that too.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, that's
not great.
Because I think, like, it might be a generational thing, too, of, like, with
you have to
with
get along,
weddings and stuff. There's a lot of tradition involved and a lot of, like, oh, well, such a big thing in your life is happening, like you should make amends. Like you have to do this because this is your family, you know, that kind of stuff. But, you know, I feel like depending on the family situation and as generations move along, a lot of it is kind of like, well, no, I mean, this is what happened. So I don't want to just push through just because he's technically my dad. Like, I don't think he deserves to be around me on my wedding day. I don't need to have him there if I don't want him there.
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed.
So that might be just where they're
Agreed.
not agreeing.
In vain, my name is Sophia. I refused to take that blame. I told them nothing would make me apologize for someone insisting she was my new mom when she wasn't. I told them they were wrong for the new mom issue as well. I said you don't replace a parent when they pass away. They said it wasn't replacing, but adding to fill the missing space. No, you're not filling it. You're not filling it.
But also, like, that's not how it was originally introduced.
That was also I'm replacing you. I'm your mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
So-
I am your new mom. This is not how you treat your mother. Like, this is...
Yeah.
You can't just, like, get... It's not like a job. You don't just get hired as the new mom and then now everyone has to respect that title. It's so different.
Agreed. I said you don't even do that unless you are really young, like my sister. I explained my mom, though deceased, was the only woman to hold that title, and insisting on sharing it would never endear someone to me. They said they didn't think it was a big enough issue to warrant my reaction. You don't get to decide what OP's reaction is at 7 years old.
Exactly.
They acknowledged her attempts to force physical contact, but argued I was too harsh in slapping her hands away. I said I disagreed and reminded them I could not see her as a mother figure. They expressed disappointment, but admitted they could not understand me. They said a good person should see how wrong I was and feel remorse. Am I the a-hole? And there are some comments, but no.
Yeah, no.
You're not the a-hole.
They don't understand your experience with this.
No, they don't have to live with her.
Yeah, and I mean, everything that they heard about it was probably just like...
She's trying to be kind to OP and be a mother figure, and OP's like being awful to her. That's probably what they're hearing.
Right, because I mean, when this all started when you were 8 years old, right? Like,
7 years old.
7 years old, like you're not going to...
No, sorry. Because it was 7 years old when she lost her mother, and then I think 9 years old when this new wife came in, so maybe 9.
So yeah, either way, I mean, like, you're not... The grandparents aren't going to, like, listen to a 9-year-old about what's exactly going on. Like, they're probably not talking like that. They're just... I mean, they would probably listen, but they just aren't having those conversations. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, they're going to hear everything from this other mother, and it's like, obviously she's going to have a different perspective.
A skewed perspective.
Yeah, yeah.
Comment 1 says, so they blame you, but don't see how that POS of a father alienated your mother's actual family and eliminated the memory for your sister regarding her biomom. Right, blame the innocent, because how dare you blame their family and their son for treating you like crap. Actions have consequences. You didn't want